Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. On second down now, it's Gibson up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, it's Gibson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, what a move. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. Mike Fopo. 22 Jets Bomber. 22 Jets Bomber. Hey, Delta. Hey, drop deep dribble.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6-6, pull it high. Snap! Bravo!
Now Jones. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Slings this deep and got his man complete. The 40, 30, 20, 10 for touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Fighting him off. And there he goes again. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Not that time for Watkins.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 30 base. Yes, yes. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 26, check 26. And up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Look at me.
Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Five.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 16, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Bandit. Watch the eye. Rotate. Under 10. 10.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. The 20. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Giants.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 5.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Jones now. Off the play fake. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Watch tight end. Go. Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Hey, orbit. Hit it.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
70.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he works free. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gibson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
132 fighter. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 3rd down, Jones. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 44, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Hey, exit. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
44's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Deep river, deep river.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
6-6, bullet high.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Wide.
Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
5.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Out.
3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Now.
Jones now, throwing on 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Let's go.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. Jones. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Off play action. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Here we go. Get him on. West.
Third and long. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's not going to sniff the first down.